Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Brent Bridgman and you're watching the JFL boat build series right here. So, I know I keep talking about this mysterious person who's going to come to work for us, this character for the show and this and that. And she's already been here for a week and running in circles around me. Turns out she's had some previous experience in a body shop. She knows certain terms like DA, belt sander, sandpaper, block sander, tape. So, without further ado, we're going to welcome you to Brandy. Come on, guys, get your head out of the gutter. Say hello, Brandy. Brandy is taping off the 85 Cimarron. We're getting ready to lay the chrome flake on the inside. Let me bring you in here and show you what we've done. We already got the gas tank pockets. Let's see, zoom in here. We got the gas tank pockets, all fiberglass in. Actually, I built them, but Brandy showed me that she already knows how to do the fiberglass work, so these have been tagged in. The front has all of its support up front, all with 1708. This will all get carpeted. But what we're doing now is we're gonna mask off and we're just gonna spray the inside edge. We're not gonna spray the face of these because these will get sprayed when we do the actual cap. But right now we've got the cap masked up to this edge. We still gotta do a little bit of block sanding, but we wanna get the interior sprayed today because it can be curing while we're doing the top cap. Most of the bodywork on the top cap is done. We just need to finish block sanding it, and then we want to get this interior shot with the chrome today, and then tomorrow we'll do the charcoal in the back area there. So anyway, this is Brandy. Brandy is going to be here Monday through Friday, and she has not been on YouTube yet, but she's a hard worker. We still have the Ranger boat. We just now got the metal to do the gantries. So they were delivered a little rusty, but I guess we could clean them up. And then when we get the gantries built, we will paint them red. And then I got a bigger bottle for the welder. And we got new welding wire, so we'll get the gantries built. Here's a new boat for the channel that we'll be doing a little bit later. That's a rocket. We've got this skeeter that we're going to do some work to. We got to flip it over. That's why we're building the gantries. We are still on the Corvette. The Corvette should be coming in when I get back from California. We are making molds for fiberglass windows for the Fox body style notchback and coupe. So we'll have a mold made of those soon. We got this new rack built over here. That on the bottom is a roll of 1708. On top of it is chop strand mat, 1.5 ounces. And then we'll have a roll of carbon fiber on this top roll. But it is redheaded bolted to the ground. It's that bottom roll right there is 236 pounds. It was not easy to put up there. We have our board and the shop is busy. We still have the javelin that we're working on. The gantries are also for that. So we're going to try and have this ski boat cut and polished and everything by Saturday or Sunday. And I still got to do the windows and the frames, but we're going to be filming a lot today. So you guys will see Brandy taping, masking, doing little clips. She's helping lay the PVA. Right now she's laying the PVA on these windows. So she's getting these covered, the PVA. There's gonna be a barrier between the gel coat. We're gonna be making the molds for these. So as you can see, she's already got some experience, which helps because she knows what she's doing. I think she's gonna be a good person for this type of work. And then if I can teach her a little bit of fiberglass work, we'll be good to go. So she kind of knows what she's doing. And that helps me, so I don't have to be over here doing this while I'm trying to do that, 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 while I'm trying to do that. Anyway, so it's nice to finally have some help in the shop, and I feel like I can breathe a little more and get things done. So we'll be filming this throughout the day. We're gonna make these into molds, and then we will start popping these out for an outfit, a company here that needs carbon fiber race car windows. So we're gonna start offering those. They'll be built right here in the shop. And then we're gonna flip this over before we leave for California, and it will be upside down soon because I'm gonna build them gantries before I leave. We're just doing miscellaneous race car parts for people. So this whole nose was broke for this junior dragster. And we'll get this metal cleaned up, get the gantries built. We're gonna also film that. I'm gonna teach Brandy how to weld. I already set her loose on the welder the other day. She's learning, so this will be a perfect opportunity to get that dialed in as well. All right, join us now. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. We already did that, didn't we? Anyway, so today's a different day, so I'm wearing a different shirt. Brandy's right here. All right, so Brandy's mic'd up, I'm mic'd up, and there's a Hummer in the shop. Well, we're doing the Hummer segment. So woke up this morning, was ready to put the charcoal gray metal flake on the Cimarron, and then I realized the humidity is 82%. So for those of you that don't know, it's not advised to spray gel coat, especially clear gel coat, when it's over 70% humidity. Why? Well, you are 2 feet away from the surface of the vehicle, and between here and this vehicle is particles of humidity. So as your gel coat that's atomized floats through the air, it picks up those water molecules and embeds it into the surface, and therefore causing a cloudy, which is moisture, in your gel coat, and it'll look like you mixed cow's milk in with your clear gel coat. Bad situation, you don't want that to happen. So anyway, we decided today we're gonna start on the Hummer. I sold the mirrors and the grill today. So we got the doors open. I'm gonna pull the door panels while Brandy pulls the front grill. So we're going to put you guys on a tripod. We'll catch her doing part of the grill, and then we'll come to me doing the door panels. We are also going to make the mirror mounts for the doors. They have to be really strong because the new mirrors are very heavy. They're the tow mirrors off the 2025 heavy duty Chevy Silverado. So we're going to do that. Let's get into it right now. All right, Brandy, what size is that?
10.
You mean the infamous 10mm socket was actually in the box?
Right. They didn't have to search for it.
They're always missing. So you want to tell the audience a little bit about yourself while you undo that? I know I just put her on the spot, but that's okay. She's good at recovery. Tell about your previous experience in the body shop.
Okay, I grew up in a body shop. My grandpa was a mechanic. My uncles, they own mechanic shops.
Well, in what way are you qualified?
Well, my father was a mechanic. His father was a mechanic. My mother's father was a mechanic. My 3 brothers are mechanics. 4 uncles on my father's side are mechanics.
They own currently too?
My brother-in-law
Very
owns currently.
Very cool. So you were wrenching and fetching tools and doing work?
Right.
What's your favorite part?
Taking engines out.
Taking engines out.
Engines.
Well,
that's my favorite.
We're going to take this Vortec 6-liter out when I get back from California, and we're going to have it rebuilt right over across the way at the guy that builds those race cars. So now that I know that Brandy's got experience, we got to take this core support off of here and all that stuff when we get back. But yeah, so we're going to go tripod. We'll still be mic'd up. So if there's anything on the hot mic, we'll have to add some music. I might time lapse this front part, maybe. I don't know. We'll definitely time lapse the door panels. So, all right, we're distracting her. We need to let her work.
Right.
Now, when we're going through this process today, the new tow mirrors, actually I'll grab those while Brandy's doing that. The tow mirrors were supposed to come with wiring plugs so I could tap into them. So I sent the guy a message. I said, hey, there's no plugs in this box. So he wanted a picture. So while we're taking these mirrors out, I will send this guy a picture showing him that I did not get the plugs. These mirrors are heavy. Jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna open this box. I see the studs for the mirrors. So it's got 4 studs in the packaging. We got that. But there were supposed to be these wire harness that were supposed to come with the mirrors, and I just haven't seen them at all. So I'm gonna lay this out on top of here. And maybe they're in the bottom. I'll look for them in the bottom. Look at these. Hang on one second. Let me help Brandy with this. We gotta tilt the front end down. Hang on. Move the camera. Brandy's getting ahead of us here. Hang on one second. Zoom out. There we go. Oh, she's already got it off. Go ahead. It'll pop out. I think you gotta fold the hood down.
Yep.
Hang on to the grill and I'll fold it out. All right. Okay, so this piece, the black piece does not go with it. So figure out if that's just a clip.
Just clips.
Yeah. Just pull those. They just push.
Yeah.
Set it down.
Just push.
Hummer's looking a little goofy. Okay. So we got that set there.
Would say so.
Brandy's going to remove the black piece off there. Grab the needle nose and you can grab the back of them clips. So these are the mirrors, brand new tow mirrors that are going on the Hummer today. So brand new. We got the courtesy light, and I got to make a mount for this that goes on the side of the Hummer. They're going to stick out quite a bit, but we got to make a mount today for that. And what I'm trying to do is set this out so the guy that sold me the mirrors can see that I didn't get the plugs. So unless they're underneath, which I don't think they are. They are not underneath. So so it definitely did not come with the plugs. So so I'm going to take these pictures so I can send them to him. So I'm going to message him back on eBay. Just set that with the Hummer parts that are over right there. And then we're going to wipe this down with some Windex. Try to clean it up a little bit. All right. So Brandy is taking off this plastic piece with the fog lights because we just got somebody off Marketplace that wants this whole center section, which this has been for sale on the site for about a month and a half. So she's taken the small bolts off the bottom, and there was 2 big bolts up top. She already got the big bolts off, as you've seen probably in the time lapse. Hummer's starting to look really ugly, which is perfect because that means it's time to build the front end soon. Yay. I'm working on the mirror mounts, so I'm moving some heavy metal. So go ahead, Brandy. I'll be over here moving metal and then getting ready to cut it. Need to get a wrench on this bandsaw I picked up. Picked up this bandsaw for cutting the metal for the gantries, and so I'll be doing that right now. You seen the shorter? You got the shorter extension?
Yep, you can have it though.
Oh, okay, I'll trade you.
Because it's too short.
Thank you. So what I gotta do is I gotta adjust the gate on this bandsaw. I don't know how big the bolts are. That one sort of fits. That one doesn't fit at all. Okay, so the size on the bandsaw is a 17 millimeter. So I just picked up this used, it's barely used, bandsaw off of Marketplace. And the, oh, that's cool. So the gate slides, very good. And then you can lock it down. So I got this 4x4x1/4 steel tubing from my best friend Greg. And we're working on the gantries next. We're actually going to show those gantries being built. And we're going to weld them together. Trying to put my sockets back. Carrying my phone over here. Still got to send those pictures to the eBay guy. You getting it, Brandy?
Yep.
How many got to go?
A whole lot.
How many?
A whole lot.
Oh. How many would you say there is?
About 9 of them.
So that ugly end right there is from the wrecking yard, the steel scrap yard. So we picked up this bandsaw on Marketplace, and then I found out I almost paid as much as they are brand new from Harbor Freight. So $350 at Harbor Freight. We paid $250 for this. Now, granted, it doesn't look like it's been used much. All right, so we're gonna attempt to take off this door panel. I got one screw off. We gotta look for screws. That thing's making a lot of noise over there. That thing might be breaking. Hang on, hang on. Oh, I got the screwdriver. Can't just yank on shit. Hang on. There's a couple clips. So Brandy and I boxed up the grill and those mirrors to ship them out to North Carolina. And here is the end result of stripping down the front of the Hummer as if it wasn't ugly enough already to all my haters on the H2 pages that claim that I shouldn't be allowed to own a Hummer. This is where the new mirrors I have to make a mount for. I lost the audio for this part, so I'm trying to dub over what was already here. Anyway, there's plenty of room in there, but the window's very close, so I'm going to have to make a mount because the new studs on the new 2500 heavy-duty mirrors are very long, so I need to make like a 2 to 3 inch spacer, and it'll put the mirror out a little further, which is fine. I don't like to pull the tow mirror out anyway, but we'll make it work where it looks factory, and then give the door some support. And so I'm going to work on that now, and I'm going to use some of this square tubing over here that we cut off. It's the perfect diameter. The Hummer happens to be like 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, so I already started on this bracket, and then I've got to slice it down the middle and put it on an angle, so it's going to take a little bit of stuff. But this is the rubber mount that mounts to the mirror itself, and I'm using it as a gauge to where the holes are going to have to be and the location of the studs where they're going to come out in the door. And as you can see, I have about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch to work the studs through there. So I've got to take an inch out of the bottom of this and a 1/2 inch out of the top of this to get the right angle. So I'm going to do that now.
The next day.
All right, humidity is going to participate with us today at 1 o'clock. But we don't need it to do the gray right now. So I'm going to do the body work real quick. Brandy's working on the Ranger. She's going to be working on getting the carpet glue removed. And then she's going to move on to fiberglass these new Cusa boards that we put in for support for the seat. So that'll get 3 layers 1708 over the back of it. She's going to smooth it out. This area here where the console used to be, Brandy's been working on that. Good job, good job. And we're going to put you guys on a tripod. There'll be multiple different time lapses today because we're doing a lot of boring work today. Got last night we worked on the Hummer till really late, till midnight. We sold the front end off the Hummer. So I got one mirror, tow mirror mounted. I got to finish it off, make it look pretty, but it is mounted. So this will all get boxed in. It'll match. It's nice and sturdy, it's strong. It's where it needs to be. So that's off the, those are the tow mirrors off the Chevy Silverado. And we'll work on putting the bumper on here today because everything on the front end depends on where that bumper lands. So I've got to make the other bracket today, later. And we'll get the tow mirror on there. So we're going to rock and roll. You can see, been working away the tubing. We're going to build our gantries probably this week coming up, so we can get this boat flipped over. We can get the boat outside, the cap off it. But anyway, I just got to sand a few spots on here where I patched some pinholes. and then mask this whole boat off and spray the charcoal gray metal flake. Hopefully that cures quickly. I'll mix it a hot batch, and then hopefully I can get the chrome sprayed later this afternoon, and then we'll get some clear coat on it. But actuality, I'll probably shoot the chrome in the morning tomorrow, and then clear coat, because I'll have time to do all of it. So that's just a quick update. Join us right now. We're going to get going.